Hello friends, today I am going to discuss on plant tissue culture. Plant cell and tissue culture technique has a great significance in the field of plant biotechnology, especially in the crop improvement strategies. Plant tissue culture is a term used for the process of growing cells artificially in the laboratory. The plant tissue culture is defined as a technique of growing plant cells, tissues, organs, seeds or other plant part in a sterile environment on a nutrient medium. Next, history of the plant tissue culture. There are different historical turning point in a plant tissue culture. The principles of plant tissue culture can be traced in the cell theory proposed by the two scientists. First, it is Schilden and Schwann in 1839. This concept was first time experimentally tested by Haber plant in beginning of 20th century and produced the first plant culture. In 1903, a German botanist made a first successful attempt to keep live cell outside the plant organ. He cultured the palisade cell and maintained for a month in a simple sucrose solution, but was unable to show cell division and dedifferentiation. Next, Hanning. In 1904, he has cultured nearly mature embryos from seeds of several species of crucifers mayors. In 1924, a successful callus formation on carrot root explant by use of lactic acid. In 1922, Cote he cultured small excised root tips of pea and grew it for 2 weeks by using a variety of nutrient containing salt of NOP solution, glucose and various nitrogenous compound. The NOP solution means a nutrient, it is a nutrient solution used in the growth experiment with higher plant and containing definite proportion of calcium nitrate, potassium nitrate, magnesium sulfate, monobasic potassium phosphate and potassium chloride which is dissolved in a water. It is known as a NOP solution. In 1934, the scientist White carried out a in vitro technique by changing the nature of culture media. He replaced the yeast extract in the medium containing the inorganic salts and sucrose with three vitamins such as thiamine, pyridoxine and nicotinic acid. After that he was able to maintain the culture of tomato root. Later on, white synthetic media proved to be one of the basic media for the cell and tissue culture. In 1941, Overbeek he first time used other organic material such as coconut milk for growth and development of young datura embryos. In 1945, Lu succeeded in developing the whole plant from the stem tip culture. For this, he used the stem of the asparagus and dodder. In 1946, Ball identified exact part of shoot meristem which give rise to the whole plant. Later, in 1955, Skoog postulated that adenine derived from nucleic acid enhances cell proliferation and bud formation in callus culture. Skoog and Miller, they discovered, Skoog and Miller in 1957, they discovered the right proportion of auxins and cytokinin for the induction of roots and shoots in the tissue culture. In 1960, Bergman developed the plating technique for cloning large number of isolated single cells by using callus culture of Phaseolus vulgaris and Nicotina tobacco. In the same year, Cocking introduced the protoplasmic plant tissue culture. He isolated the protoplast of plant tissue by using the cell wall enzyme like the cellulose, hemicellulose, protease and pectinase. Stewart and co-workers in 1966 raised large number of plantlet from carrot root suspension culture via somatic embryogenesis. After that, Power et al. In 1970 demonstrated the intra and interspecific fusion between the protoplast of different plant roots. Carlson and co-workers in 1972 produced the first somatic hybrid plant by fusion the protoplast of Nicotina glauca and Nicotina longsdorffi. Next point, advantage of the plant tissue culture. For it is the first production of the exact copies, then quick production of mature plant. From plant tissue culture, production of the multiplies in the absence of pollinators. Next, reduce the chances of the transmitting diseases. Next, disadvantage of plant tissue culture. It is a labor intensive and expensive process. For this, all plant cannot be successfully in a tissue culture. It is usually because the medium of growth is not known. For the plant tissue culture, we require appropriate tissue, a suitable growth medium, aseptic condition, growth regulator in which the ratio of the maintain the ratio of the auxin and cytokinin, that is a right proportion of the auxin and cytokinin, and next, frequent subculturing. The fundamental principles of the plant tissue culture. Plant tissue culture depends upon the totipotency and plasticity. The totipotency means it is the ability of plant cells to regenerate into a whole plant. And plasticity means it is the ability of plants to alter their metabolism, growth and development to best suit their environment. This is a process of the plant tissue culture, in which the plant tissue culture first take the tissue sample scrap from the parent plant. After that, that tissue sample which is placed in a agar medium, whether it is a solid medium or liquid medium. The tissue sample placed in a agar growth medium containing the nutrient and auxins. After that, the samples develop into a tiny plantlets. After that, the plantlets planted into the compost. Next point, types of the plant tissue culture. Cultures are generally initiated from sterile piece of whole plant, These species are termed as explant and may consist of piece of organs such as leaves or roots, or may be specific cell types such as pollens or endosperm. The plant growth and development occur in a two different way, that is a determinate growth and indeterminate growth. Determinate growth means where the plant growth occurs with a certain shape and size, and indeterminate growth in which the where the plant growth occurs in the root and stem part, which is proliferate continuously. In the determinate growth, where the plant growth occurs in a certain shape and size, so for example leaves, fruit, flower. And indeterminate means where the plant growth occur in the root and stem, the part which is a proliferate continuously, means to increase quickly in a number. Next, types of the plant tissue culture. The types of culture are depends on the type of explant use. Explant type of the explant use means seed culture, seed type, or embryo type, root type. First type of the plant tissue culture from this seed culture. Seeds are cultured in vitro to generate seedling or plant in a aseptic condition for raising the sterile seedling. The seed culture is done to get the different kinds of explant from aseptically grown plants that help in better maintenance of aseptic tissue. The importance of the seed culture, that is a increasing efficiency of germination of seeds. It is possible to independent on a symbiotic germination, and it is important in the production of the orchids plants. Next point, embryo culture. Embryo culture is the sterile isolation and growth of an immature or mature embryo in a in vitro for procurement of viable plant. Embryo develop first, in the embryo when develop, it is in a white color. After that, from wide hybridization between the two different species may not mature fully due to the embryo endosperm incompatibility. The whole process it is known as a embryogenesis. The importance, it is useful in the production of the haploids. It is helps in the prevention of seed dormancy, helps in the shortening of breeding cycle, and it is helps in the prevention of embryo abortions with early ripening stone fruits. Next, meristem culture. It is a culture technique by which the apical meristem of shoot of angiosperms and gymnosperms are cultured to get the disease free plant. The generally meristem tips between 0.2 to 0.5 millimeter most frequently produce virus free plant, and this method is referred to as meristem tip culture. These explant are cultured on a medium containing cytokinin. The cytokinin, it is a plant hormone. The importance of the meristem culture, it is helps in the production of virus free plant. Then it is helps in the germplasm conservation, helps in the production of transgenic plant, helps in a rapid clonal multiplications, and this method is successful in the case of herbaceous plant than woody plant. It helps in culture of potato, banana, cardamom, sugarcane, sweet potato, etc. Bird culture. Bird contain active meristem in the leaf axils which are capable of growing into a shoot. The shoot means consist of stem and new growth, which is a consist of the stem and growth from stem. And the herbaceous plant is, and herbaceous plant means micropropagations means the production of large number of individual plant from a small piece of the plant. It is known as a micropropagation. Next importance, easy method for the production of disease free plant. Then isolation of phytoconstituent is easy from bird culture. The phytoconstituent means the constituents present in a plant such as carbohydrate, glycosides, flavonoids, tannins. Next point, callus culture. It is a culture of undifferentiated mass of parenchyma cell produced from an explant of a seedling or other plant part in a agar medium under aseptic condition. It is known as a callus culture. The callus is densely aggregated, uncontrolled, undifferentiated, unorganized, aerated, homogeneous parenchymatous cell. Next type of plant tissue culture, it is a cell suspension culture. The cell suspension culture, it includes a liquid medium where we grow single specific cell or small group of the cells. In medium, cell growth is enhanced by the continuous aeration and chemical exchange. In this method, we can generate specific desired traits via a process known as a somatic cell embryogenesis. Next point, plant or anther culture. During development of flowers, the anther or pollen is used in culture. As it is a haploid, so during the culture, chromosomal duplication is induced by chemicals such as a colchicine. It is used. In such culture, we can produce a recessive traits. Next types, it is a protoplast culture. The protoplast means the cells without cell wall. It is known as a protoplast, and it is also known as a neck cells. The protoplasts are isolated from the soft parenchymatous tissue. It is obtained by the enzymatic method. After that, then viable protoplasts are purified and cultured. The isolated protoplasts are usually cultured either in a semi-solid or liquid culture medium of which the tonicity has been maintained. Last type of the plant tissue culture, it is a root culture. Root culture can be established in vitro from explant of the root tip, either primary or lateral root, and can be cultured on fairly simple media. The growth of roots in vitro is potentially unlimited as roots are indeterminate organ. Indeterminate organs means the where the plant growth where in which the plant growth occurs in the root and stem. Although the establishment of root culture was one of the first achievement of modern plant tissue culture, they are not widely used in plant transformation studies. Thank you.